Have you ever found yourself sitting quietly, perhaps in your favorite armchair with a cup of tea, and a thought drifts in? A feeling of, what if there's still love out there for me? What if I could find companionship, laughter, and a hand to hold again? It's a beautiful thought. Isn't it a second chance at happiness? At building a life with someone new? Especially after navigating the quiet seasons that often follow loss or a significant life change. Many of us reach this age and feel that deep yearning for connection, for someone to share our golden years with. The idea of falling in love again, of remarrying, can feel like a warm ray of sunshine piercing through the clouds. It promises comfort, support, and shared adventures. But here's the often unacknowledged truth, the secret many don't talk about. Particularly when we're caught up in the romantic glow of a new relationship, remarrying after 60, while wonderfully fulfilling, also comes with its own unique set of considerations, complexities, and sometimes unexpected challenges that are very different from marrying in your younger years. It's not just about two hearts connecting, it's about two established lives, with decades of history, assets, families, and habits, attempting to merge seamlessly. Ignoring these realities can lead to heartbreak down the road, not just for you, but for your family too. In this video, we're going to explore the truth about remarrying after 60, and we'll look at 5 absolutely essential things you need to consider first. 5 points that can truly make or break your new chapter. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you about late-life love. So, let's dive right into the very first, and often the most overlooked, crucial consideration when you're thinking about remarrying after 60: your finances. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Oh, love shouldn't be about money, and in a perfect world. Perhaps it wouldn't be. But in the real world, especially at our age, finances are inextricably linked to our independence, our security, and our ability to live comfortably. When you marry young, you often build a financial life together from scratch. But after 60, you both come into the marriage with established financial histories, assets, debts, and future plans that are likely very different. This isn't just about who pays for dinner. It's about your entire financial future. Think about your retirement income. Are you relying on a pension, Social Security, investments, or a combination? What about your potential partner? What happens if combining incomes affects things like Medicare premiums or Social Security benefits sometimes? Marrying can actually reduce certain benefits you might be receiving as a single person or a widow. For instance, survivor benefits from a previous spouse's pension might cease upon remarriage. It's not a small detail. It's a fundamental shift in your financial landscape. And let's be honest, we're at an age where our working years are likely behind us. So our income streams are often fixed. There's less flexibility to earn more if things go awry. Then there's the big one, your estate and your children's inheritance. For many of us, our children or grandchildren are a major focus of our financial planning. We want to ensure they're taken care of when you remarry, especially without proper legal planning. Your new spouse often gains rights to your assets, even if you intended for them to go to your children. I've heard stories where adult children feel completely sidelined, sometimes even resentful, because their parent remarried without clear wills or prenuptial agreements in place. Imagine selling your family home, perhaps the one your children grew up in, and putting that money into a new shared property with your spouse. If something were to happen to you, your new spouse might inherit it entirely, leaving your children with nothing from that asset. It's a tough conversation to have, but it's vital. A prenuptial agreement isn't about distrust. It's about clarity, protection, and respect for everyone involved, especially your existing family. It allows you both to define what happens to your assets and who's responsible for pre-existing debts, should the marriage end, either through divorce or death. It can protect your children's inheritance and ensure that assets accumulated before the marriage remain separate if you wish. It's about having open, honest conversations about money, savings, debts, and what you each want for your legacy. Do you have separate accounts, joint accounts, or a mix? Who pays for what? What's your comfort level with spending? Are you a saver and they're a spender? These everyday financial habits, if not aligned or openly discussed, can become a major source of friction. Consider your partner's financial past. 2. Do they have debts you're unaware of? A history of poor financial decisions, while you're not automatically liable for their pre-existing debts simply by marrying them. A spouse's financial woes can absolutely impact your shared life and future. If they run into trouble, it can drain your resources, affect your credit, and add immense stress. So, before you take that walk down the aisle again, please sit down with a financial advisor and a lawyer, separately and then perhaps together. Map out your financial landscape, discuss your individual and shared goals, and make sure everything is legally buttoned up. It's not romantic, but it's practical. And it's the foundation for a secure and harmonious future together. Now that we've talked about the critical aspects of money, let's seamlessly transition to another deeply important and often sensitive area: your family dynamics, specifically your adult children. This is the second crucial thing to consider. When you marry in your younger years, your parents might offer advice, but your children are usually small, adapting easily to new family structures. But after 60, your children are grown, often with their own families, their own expectations, and a lifetime of shared history with you. They see you not just as a parent, but as the head of their family. And your decision to remarry can significantly impact them in ways you might not immediately realize. For many adult children, a parent remarrying can evoke a complex mix of emotions. If you're a widow or widower, they might feel a sense of loyalty to your late spouse, their other parent. They might worry about their inheritance, as we just discussed, or even feel displaced in your affections. It's not uncommon for them to wonder, does this mean I'm less important now? Or will I still have my special place in your life? They might also feel protective of you, perhaps wary of a new partner they don't know well. Or they might fear that this new relationship will somehow diminish their own connection with you. Blended families are wonderful, but they come with unique challenges, especially when everyone involved is already established. You might have grandchildren, and your new partner might have grandchildren too. Holidays, birthdays, family vacations, what were once straightforward traditions, can become complicated logistical puzzles. Navigating two sets of adult children, their spouses, and various generations of grandchildren. Imagine trying to coordinate Thanksgiving dinner when you have your 3 adult children and their families, and your new spouse has 2 adult children and their families. Suddenly, your cozy family gathering can feel like a convention. It's not just about the numbers. It's about personalities, differing family cultures, and long-held traditions. Will your new spouse want to spend Christmas with their family, while you've always spent it with yours? These are not minor details. They are the fabric of your family life. So, what's the actionable step here? Communication. 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 Long before you finalize any plans, have open, honest, and empathetic conversations with your adult children. Listen to their concerns without judgment, even if they seem irrational to you. Validate their feelings. Explain your motivations and your hopes for this new chapter. Reassure them that your love for them is unwavering and that your new partner isn't meant to replace their other parent or diminish your bond with them. Introduce your partner to your children gradually, in relaxed settings, allowing them time to get to know each other without pressure. It's important to set clear boundaries and expectations. 2. You are an adult, and you have the right to choose your partner. But acknowledging and addressing your children's feelings can prevent a lot of heartache and resentment down the line. Remember, your children are not just your offspring. They are often your closest allies and support system as you age. Maintaining a strong, loving relationship with them while also building a new one with your spouse, is key to a truly fulfilling later life. It's about blending families gracefully, with respect and understanding for everyone's history and hopes. Now that we've talked about the practicalities of money and the complexities of family dynamics, let's explore a deeply personal and increasingly significant aspect of remarrying after 60: health and potential caregiving. This is our third crucial consideration, and one that often gets overlooked in the initial blush of a new romance. When you're younger, you generally assume good health for decades to come. And while we all hope for vibrant golden years, the reality is that health can become more unpredictable as we age. When you marry at this stage, you're not just marrying a partner for companionship, you're potentially signing up for a caregiving role, or at the very least, a significant responsibility should your partner's health decline, and vice versa. Think about what happens if one of you develops a serious chronic illness, like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, or even a debilitating stroke. Who will be the primary caregiver? Are you physically and emotionally prepared for that role? Are you willing to sacrifice your own independence and potentially your own health to care for your spouse? It's a profound commitment, far beyond the "in sickness and in health" vows recited at the altar. It's about the reality of sleepless nights, managing medications, navigating doctor's appointments, and potentially handling personal care. It can be incredibly draining, physically, emotionally, and financially. We've all seen or experienced the toll that long-term caregiving takes on individuals. And what about your own health? Have you had open and honest conversations about your current health status with your potential spouse? Are there any pre-existing conditions that might impact your shared life in the future? Do you both have similar attitudes toward health and wellness? For example, if one of you is very active and health conscious, eating nutritious meals and exercising regularly, while the other prefers a more sedentary lifestyle with less attention to diet, these differences can become a source of contention or lead to one person feeling burdened. It's also important to consider long-term care planning. Do either of you have long-term care insurance? Have you discussed your wishes for end-of-life care, your medical power of attorney, and your living wills? These aren't morbid discussions. They are responsible and loving conversations that ensure your wishes are respected and that the burden on your spouse or children is minimized during difficult times. Knowing that your partner has planned for potential health challenges can provide immense peace of mind. Conversely, finding out after marriage that your spouse has no plans, or worse, has significant health issues that they haven't disclosed, can be a shocking and painful discovery. So, the actionable step here is to have incredibly frank and open discussions about health, your expectations for caregiving, and your long-term care wishes. It's not about being a pessimist. It's about being a realist and planning for all eventualities. You might even consider speaking with an elder care attorney or a financial planner specializing in long-term care. Agree on how you will support each other through illness and what level of care you are prepared to provide or receive. Understand that mutual support in health challenges is a core part of a late-life marriage. Next, let's move on to our fourth consideration: lifestyle compatibility and daily habits. This might seem less dramatic than finances or health, but believe me, these everyday realities can make or break a marriage, especially when you're both accustomed to decades of living life your own way. When you're in your 60s and beyond, you've cultivated your own routines, your own preferences, your own way of doing things. You probably have a set schedule for everything from waking up, to meal times, to how you spend your evenings. You know where everything goes, how you like your coffee, and what temperature you prefer the house to be. Suddenly, you're bringing another person with their equally ingrained habits into your space. And sometimes, it feels like two very established, well-oiled machines are trying to merge, and they just don't quite fit. Are you an early bird who loves quiet mornings, while your partner is a night owl who watches TV late into the night? Do you prefer a meticulously tidy home, while your partner leaves things scattered? Do you love to travel and explore, while your partner prefers to stay home and read? Are you a social butterfly, who thrives on gatherings with friends, while your partner is more introverted and enjoys solitude. These differences, which might seem minor on their own, can accumulate into significant friction over time. It's not about one person being right and the other wrong. It's about acknowledging these fundamental differences in how you navigate your daily lives and finding ways to compromise or create space for individual preferences. Consider your hobbies and interests. Do you have some shared passions? Or will you primarily pursue separate activities while it's healthy to maintain individual interests? A complete lack of shared activities can lead to feeling disconnected. Conversely, if one person expects the other to abandon all their previous hobbies to join new ones, that can also lead to resentment. It's about finding a balance between togetherness and maintaining your individual identity and pursuits. Have you spent enough time with your potential partner in different settings? Have you seen them handle stress? Have you experienced a typical day with them? Not just a date night. Observing how they interact with service staff, handle minor inconveniences, or manage their time can offer valuable insights into their true personality and daily habits. The actionable step here is to spend significant time together, not just on special dates, but in the mundane, everyday moments. Discuss your expectations for daily living. Talk about your routines, your preferences for tidiness, your social needs, and your solo time requirements. Be honest with yourselves and with each other about what you're willing to compromise on and what's a non-negotiable for your peace of mind. Remember, you've built a life that works for you, and your potential partner has built theirs. A successful late-life marriage isn't about one person completely changing for the other. It's about both of you being flexible, understanding, and willing to adapt to create a comfortable shared life that respects both your individual and collective needs. It's about creating a harmonious home, where both of you feel respected and at ease in your new shared space. Finally, let's delve into our fifth and perhaps most profound consideration: your emotional readiness and expectations. This is where the heart truly meets the reality of remarriage after 60. Many of us are looking for love and companionship, especially if we've experienced the loss of a spouse or the end of a long-term marriage. There's a natural human yearning for connection, for someone to share our later years with. However, it's vital to honestly assess why you want to remarry and what you genuinely expect from this new relationship. Are you seeking to fill a void left by a previous partner, perhaps trying to replicate a past happiness? Or are you truly ready to embark on a new, unique chapter with an entirely new individual, embracing them for who they are, rather than who your previous partner was? Healing from past losses, whether it's the grief of widowhood or the pain of divorce, takes time. Rushing into a new marriage before truly processing past emotional wounds can lead to disappointment, comparison, and sometimes unconsciously projecting past issues onto your new partner. It's crucial to be emotionally whole on your own before attempting to merge your life with someone else's. Are you comfortable in your own skin? Do you enjoy your own company? A healthy relationship is built on two whole individuals coming together, not two halves trying to make each other complete. Consider your expectations about what a marriage after 60 truly entails. It might not be the passionate, all-consuming love of your youth, and that's perfectly okay. It's often a deeper, more mature love built on companionship, mutual respect, shared experiences, and a comforting presence. Are you looking for a partner in adventure, a steady hand to hold, an intellectual companion, or someone to simply share the quiet moments with? Be honest with yourself about what you truly desire and communicate those desires clearly to your potential spouse. Avoiding unspoken expectations is key to preventing resentment down the line. Perhaps you envision sharing every moment, while your partner values significant independent time. These differences, if not discussed, can lead to feelings of neglect or claustrophobia. It's also important to manage expectations around family acceptance. As we discussed, your adult children might have their own feelings about your new relationship, expecting them to immediately embrace your new partner as their own, or for the blended family to instantly become a cohesive unit, can lead to significant disappointment. Patience, understanding, and continued communication are essential here. The actionable step for emotional readiness is deep self-reflection. Perhaps talk to a trusted friend, family member, or even a therapist, especially if you're still grappling with past grief or relationship pain. Ask yourself, am I truly ready to give my heart fully to someone new? Am I looking for a partner? Or am I looking to fill a void? Am I accepting this person for who they are, flaws and all? Or am I trying to mold them into an ideal? Engage in open, vulnerable conversations with your potential spouse about your emotional needs, your past experiences, and your hopes for the future. Share your fears and your joys. Understand that a successful late-life marriage thrives on empathy, realistic expectations, and a deep, authentic connection that honors both your individual histories and your shared future. It's about building a partnership that truly enriches both of your lives, providing comfort, joy, and meaningful companionship in your golden years. So, we've covered 5 truly essential considerations when it comes to the truth about remarrying after 60, navigating the complexities of your finances, managing the delicate dynamics with your adult children, honestly assessing health and the potential for caregiving, aligning your daily lifestyles and habits, and perhaps most importantly, ensuring your emotional readiness and having realistic expectations. Each of these areas is a cornerstone upon which a successful and joyful late-life marriage can be built. It's not about dimming the romance or being cynical. It's about being wise, pragmatic, and incredibly loving towards yourself and your potential partner. Remember, finding love and companionship after 60 is a beautiful journey, a wonderful second chapter that can bring immense joy, support, and shared adventures. But it's one that truly thrives when approached with wisdom, honesty, and a deep understanding of yourself, your potential partner, and the unique circumstances of life at this stage. Small changes in perspective and a willingness to have those important, sometimes difficult, conversations can make a huge difference in creating a relationship that is not just loving, but also secure, harmonious, and deeply fulfilling. You have lived enough life to know what truly matters, and you deserve a partnership that adds to your peace, happiness, and well-being. Now, I'd love to hear from you. If you've remarried after 60, what was your biggest learning? What advice would you offer to others considering this step? Or perhaps you're contemplating it now. What are your biggest questions or concerns? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could truly help someone else on their journey. If this video resonated with you, if it gave you something new to think about, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow and reach more people who can benefit from this kind of honest discussion. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful content designed to empower you to live your best life at every age. Thank you for watching. And remember, you deserve a fulfilling and joyful second chapter, built on understanding, respect, and deep, true love. Live your best life at every age.